A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at IMTEX Day 2 with one of my dear friend, Mr. Matthew Fowles, Marketing Head, LVD Global. It's good to meet you, Matthew.
Dennis, it's a pleasure to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
And we generally catch up at different trade show.
Absolutely, yeah.
And now we are here at IMTEX. So before we, dive deep in what is behind us, what sort of machines,
Yeah.
what's new in 2026 in LVD?
Well, you know LVD for a little while now. You know that there's always something new. But the really important thing for us now is we're really excited to be back at IMTEX, particularly because also the growth in India has great potential. Indian government is also being very strategic with regards to encouraging Make in India. And that's also one of the big news items for us here is that we have on our stand two products that are manufactured here in India. First is our panel bending machine, the multi-fold machine, which is designed, developed in India in our factory in Thane. And is also our centre of excellence for the LVD group for panel bending technology. And then also importantly, we're showing our laser 2 machine, which is a laser machine, fibre laser, ideal for cost-effective production of fibre laser cutting parts. Great for a first-time user or even cell manufacturer. And that's also being exhibited here today. So those are the first two significant news items for 2026. But there's a lot more that I'm sure we'll get a chance to discuss.
And what sort of industry you are seeing the growth in India as well as global? Because since you are sitting in London, you have an eye on all the areas. So in India, what sort of industry is growing?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually, the answer to that is actually numerous. Of note, aerospace, of course, defense, and also the EV charging networks and EV power. Those are three industries that are also growing substantially. But naturally, we also have other industries which are also seeing significant growth. Clean room manufacturers, for example. This is also happening with things like data centers. Yes. They need clean rooms, they need clean environments for servers and things like that. We're also seeing growth in steel office furniture, control boxes, also fire doors. Regulations for fire and smoke attenuation in fire doors is also changing. So great growth and great potential also for LVD's technology to be utilised here in LVD.
And you are a man of action. I won't ask what do you eat in the breakfast because I see you walking, moving, and the same energy. I meet you at 9. It's the same.
Yes.
5, 6. It's the same.
Yes.
So today is day 2.
Yes.
What sort of response you are getting? What sort of enthusiasm you are seeing at the people whom you are talking about the product?
Well, let's talk about the enthusiasm first.
The
enthusiasm is absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Really, it's here on day 2. We're seeing really a lot of engagement, particularly for our panel bending machine. Here, right by the main aisle, we're seeing a lot of people stopping, talking to us about panel benders, not just because they see a new panel bender and they think, well, this is interesting. They actually say, you know what, I'm making control boxes, I'm making fire doors, I'm making clean rooms. Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of interest in that. So the enthusiasm is fantastic. The other thing that's changed also, and it happened in the last IMTEX 2 years ago, is that people that are coming to IMTEX are looking for the solutions to their manufacturing challenges. And that's really what's changed actually in the last, I would say 10 years. But even more so now here in India, you can feel the increased focus on finding the right solution.
And since LVD has bullish in India now, bullish, I mean, you are investing a lot in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Invested in the new factory up in Mumbai. This is really strategic as well. It's not only to help us satisfy the demands of the Indian market, but is also forming part of our global manufacturing network.
So as an observer, because you observe and you are in India for so many years, and LVD itself is present. What changes in terms of customers or industry you are seeing now, and what has changed over the years?
Oh, really interesting actually. It's quite difficult to try and answer that because there's so many different aspects to answering that question. But let's do that. Let's try and look at one. One is localization. Okay, so what that basically means is that in the past, when you see new technologies coming through, you tend to see the OEMs will be looking at those type of technologies early, yeah? Because they say, okay, this is what's happening with the evolution of my product. I now need to start implementing more automation, for example, or more technology with regards to processing complex parts. What we're seeing here in India particularly is localization, which means a large proportion of the manufacturing network is subcontractors, job shops.
Yes.
Yeah? And with job shops, what people are looking to do is to increase the level of technology within their workshops to help them streamline what we call the art to part process. So when you're a subcontractor, what that basically means is accelerating what we call the order to cash cycle. That means bring your electronic piece part in, make the part right first time, ship the part and get paid. And this is also one of the focuses here for us here at IMTEX, is to show the whole process flow of how we get from art to part efficiently without having to make extra parts, and to make sure that the first part is the right part every time.
So, art to part and the flow is something, is a takeaway. Lastly, your message to the visitors, what they can expect at your booth.
Absolutely. So we really look forward to seeing you here at IMTEX. We're in Hall 5, stand B108. What awaits you here is a warm welcome. You're not going to get just a generic presentation of what's new. We're going to ask you, what are your daily challenges? What are you trying to solve, so that we can help you find a solution utilizing LVD technology. See you soon.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Matthew.
Dinesh,
We wish
thank
you a great success.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.